What it do, YouTube? It's that time of week again. Yes, I am late. This video was supposed to be posted up on Wednesday. Just the holiday season. Work has been murder. Goodness gracious, the game is gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow, Saturday, 1 o'clock. Another Saturday game. Can't be any more happier. But like I tell you, like Christmas on the weekend though, that's like the worst thing ever because I get weekends off. And if Christmas fell on a weekday, I would get paid triple. But instead it's on the weekend, so it's just a regular day off for me. And my birthday is the very next day, so that's the Monday. So I'm even more angry. But getting off topic, recap last week. I ain't gonna lie to you. After that Ndamukong Suh and Cameron Wake sack sandwich that they did on Bryce Petty, the petty sandwich I want to call it, the petty sandwich. Honestly, I was starting to doze off. I was like, yo, we got this game in the bag. My feet are on the table. Let me just doze off real quick. So I ended up falling asleep, and I ended up waking up like it's Christmas morning. Us ended up with the dub. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But gotta continue the success. Ride that Matt Moore bandwagon. I ain't had no doubt in my mind about Matt Moore. Matt Moore will get it done. Matt Moore will get it done. Just given the opportunity, he will get it done. Like, same thing as always. Like, comes down to the Buffalo Bills defense in particular. They are having a tough time stopping the run. Literally having a tough time stopping the run. We played the Buffalo Bills the first time at home. Jay Ajayi had over 200 yards. Yes, our whole offensive line was healthy. But at the same time, now that Matt Moore, when I see the difference between Matt Moore and Ryan Tannehill, Matt Moore has the knack of chucking the ball up to the one-on-one receiver, which is Kenny Stills. He has 9 times out of 10 he's gonna beat his defender because he's faster than them. That's one thing I would like to see Ryan Tannehill do. And honestly, when you sit back and think about it, Ryan Tannehill, when he came out of Texas A&M, again, I'm gonna keep touching this again. He was a raw prospect. Like, he only been playing quarterback for that one season, only for like 6 games, I believe. And then he ended up getting drafted 8th by the Miami Dolphins. We already knew he was going to be raw at the time. He didn't get the opportunity to hold a clipboard like some of these other quarterbacks, actually sit back and be groomed into, getting that timing down as far as being what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. He just got thrown in there by Joe Philbin. Honestly, I think that was just terrible coaching by Joe Philbin and Mike Sherman. But when it comes down to it, I think Ryan Tannehill holding the clipboard, sitting down and actually watching Matt Moore play from an up close standpoint is good for Tannehill when he returns next year as our starting quarterback. I would see huge improvements in Ryan Tannehill's game. He can really learn a lot from Matt Moore. But getting off topic again, get back onto the offense. Like, the teams have been loading the box against us, trying to stop Jay Ajayi. Just think, like, the threat of Kenny Stills down the field. Devontae Parker ain't no slug either, so he can burn somebody. So you can't double team Kenny Stills. You can't double team Devontae Parker, and of course Jarvis Landry doing his thing across the middle. So you have to back up the safeties. Like, you cannot bring that safety down in the box to help stop Jay Ajayi. So I feel that once we establish the fact that Kenny Stills is a deep threat, Devontae Parker is a deep threat, I feel that the Buffalo Bills will lay off, and then that'll open up the rush lanes for Jay Ajayi. That's just me. And I feel, since the Buffalo Bills have had a terrible time of stopping the run, no doubt in my mind Jay Ajayi could get over 100 yards. There's no doubt in my mind he could get over 100 yards. 200, again, might be a little bit of far-fetched, but 100 yards, no problem. I have faith in Jay Ajayi. He will get it done. Defensively for us, we got to make sure that we are consistent on stopping the run, period. LaShawn McCoy has been balling out the last 3 weeks, and which reminds me, Bilal Powell, like, after I saw Joe Flacco throw the ball to Ray Rice, check down. Bryce Petty reminded me of Joe Flacco when he had Ray Rice, because that's all he ended up doing, dumping the ball off to Bilal Powell, and Bilal Powell rushing for a chunk of yards each play. We cannot have that with LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy is shifty. We have to make sure that we tackle him, and I mean discipline tackle, and not just LaShawn McCoy. The same thing with Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor doesn't have the weapons as far as receivers, so you have to stop him from making plays with his feet. He has great mobility to sit back and escape the pocket and do what he wants to do. We do not want to have the same thing that happened to us like it happened in San Francisco. Have Colin Kaepernick sit back and run all around the field, extending plays, third downs and longs end up being first downs because we cannot contain Kaepernick. Same thing with Tyrod Taylor. Contain Tyrod Taylor. Like, I don't want to see Tyrod Taylor break the pocket, scramble for 15 yards, pick a first down, and like that just wears down the defense. Period. So we just gotta make sure that we contain Tyrod Taylor, stop the run on a consistent basis, make sure that we discipline tackle, and all should be good for as far as defensively. Byron Maxwell, he's going to be questionable going into this game. Also a great opportunity for Xavier Howard. Love the way that dude played last week against the Jets. Strapping up, well, I didn't say exactly strapping up Brandon Marshall. Did a fairly good job on Brandon Marshall. Excellent job. Tony Lippett stepping up big time. Like I literally was contemplating, like, when Byron Maxwell comes back. Yes, Byron Maxwell, Richard Sherman Jr. When he returns, I'm sitting back and thinking in my mind, like, all three of these corners are playing great. Tony Lippett's playing great. Byron Maxwell's playing great. Xavier Howard's playing great. Who's going to be the starters? Like, I was just thinking, like, I like Bobby McCain. He's a feisty little corner, but I like Xavier Howard more. He's a better physical press corner than Bobby McCain. So I was thinking, like, put Xavier Howard in the nickel, let him do his thing in the nickel when Byron Maxwell come back, because Byron Maxwell, that man's a turnover machine. Not only interceptions, but he can force the fumble. Like, I just love it. But other than that, that's all I got. Merry Christmas to everyone. Should we get this dub? Well, we honestly, the other thing was, I want to touch on the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers game. I know the chances of the Pittsburgh Steelers beating the Baltimore Ravens are very slim, but I want the Steelers to beat the Ravens. But you know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. Merry Christmas. I'm up out of here.